Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy P Funk thinking right out here in the lab, and I'm in the book. We got a nice little lesson for you today. This is all about life is but a dream. Knowing thyself is waking up. Let's talk about it. Wrightisms 25 rule live by storytelling. Story with a message. There's always a message in my stories for life. I give life lessons. You tune in and receive them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking's way of life through mental and spiritual discipline, practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. You see where we're going with this? So let's get it together. I asked the question, do you know you? You will when I get through. It's rhetorical, but if you don't have the answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not that they know not, is foolish. Disregard them. Don't be them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do. For you, appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous, avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers know thyself. Add to might be true. We're going to talk about P-Funk philosophy on life's but a dream. But the witness who we're trying to get to has been there the whole time. I just got ready to give you the line of the story about Amun, the hidden witness. Now you're going to talk about how life is like a dream. We living in God's dream, so to speak. Let's see about your dream. All right, it says here, God is always aware of the fact that the entire creation, aka the universe, and all of its various planes of existence and all life forms, meaning us included, within it are nothing more than a thought. Remember, Ptah created himself through a thought. Everything is from a thought. So pay attention, ordinary human beings who have not practiced right thinking philosophy, yoga, or sought to try to attain spiritual enlightenment, know themselves, are not aware. If you're not into going inside yourself, know who you are, you're not aware of the fact that this whole creation essentially is a dream. See? Well, yeah, you don't know, but you got to get information. You can find things out. Okay, being ignorant just means not to know. Remaining ignorant is you're not trying to know. So they believe, again, we believe that it is real, and we become caught up in the dream, so to speak, of the world process as if it were real. They are caught in the desires and the illusions of their own, as well as the dreams and desires and illusions of others. They get involved in other people's issues too. Okay, not just their own. We know how we do. But watch this. But this just leads to a myriad of human complications, in the words of Jada Pinkett, entanglements, complications, fetid situations in which all lead to future disappointment, sorrow, and even more illusions. In the end, you don't win. So along with this needless pain and suffering, but you cause it on yourself, watch this, it is ironic that in the end, all human activities, listen, no matter how grand or glorious they may appear to have been, are in reality, you ready? All perishable and fleeting. So it don't mean a thing. Much like a dream. Albeit, what you mean? Explain it to you a little better. So albeit a longer lasting dream, meaning your life a little longer, but every day you wake up, you think you're in the real world. But when you go to sleep, that's the real world. And Native Americans been telling us that forever. All right, but the idea that we think because we awoke and conscious that we live in the real world. Moving on. But watch this. It's just a longer lasting dream. You know the dream is over when you wake up? Dead. Waking state we in right now, conscious that we believe. Then the dreaming state when we go to sleep. And in that sleeping state, it's another level of deep sleep state. Okay? That's where you go when you die. So every now and then we get a glimpse of what forever in our dream state, in our mind, but we don't remember because we sleep. So thus there are what we call two forms of vision in the world of human experience. Did you know that? I gave that lesson too. The first is what we call ordinary egoistic vision, where people see life according to their own expectations that they brought on in their mind due to their own ignorance, because with the ego, there's no God consciousness. It's just ego mind. That's you, personal. So their own desires, your own hopes, your own dreams and wishes, etc. Everything is about you. That's the ego self. And this is what they call the ignorant form, which leads you to, ready? Of course, your ego is human. It's going to lead your human body to go through the consequences of pain. And this form of vision, which is egoistic and ignorant, is based on ignorance. Again, the second form of vision is that which is possible through your spiritual enlightenment of one's mind, meaning your third eye is opening, you have inner vision, you have third eye vision, you're becoming awake. This is the divine vision. There you go. That's the pineal gland. And that which is possible, that vision wherein what? Everything is known by the one single eternal essence we know to be God, and where he dwells in you. When you become conscious of that, your heart and your mind will become the one, function as one, and you will know who you are consciously. And this is the form of third eye vision, which leads one to bliss, fulfillment in every moment of existence when you become God conscious. When you wake up and realize who you are, spiritually enlightened, every day is the same way. Okay? Only thing changed is the situation and the people and stuff. You stay in that blissful state. You stay where you need to be. That's how I function in that meditative state where I don't let nothing bother me. Other stuff used to bother me. Self-mastery is seeing something that used to freak you out, don't even faze you. I haven't got past that. That's what I mean by self-mastery. I'm working on me to be best me I can be. So this form of vision is based on your self-discovery and your understanding of what? Your true self. Inner vision, inner vision. They ain't said a word yet about the pineal gland. I'm saying that because I know that's what you're talking about. I know what they're alluding to. This eye right here. If you open your brain, you'll see your pineal looks just like that. Just like that. Covered around the whole thing. Okay. Just in a regular eye. Moving on. All right. So it's actually, watch this. As stated earlier, ordinary people, we say ordinary, we call them ignorant. Ignorant people experience, watch this, experience is as a dream. Watch this. So in the state, as I stated earlier, ordinary, ignorant human experiences is a dream. Like the ignorance, there you go, which besets one's mind and causes a kind of ignorant movement set, that's the ego doing its thing, from one state of mind to another. The mind now moves from the awakening to the sleep state, and from the sleep state to the dream, and from the dream once again back to the awakening. That's the 3 cycles, okay? Born, you on all fours. Prime your life, you on 2. At the end, you on 3 because you need a walking stick. But the phase of life, the sun go through it. Sunrise, high noon, sunset. Everything pretty much is in the 3s. That's the idea of the pyramid. All right, but now your soul is caught up in this trap of humanity, of its own, what? Illusions and ignorance. Because the ego got it thinking it's all that when it ain't aspired to be better. So that's why the ego have to be conquered. Because if you on the ego level, you ain't gonna make it. So the innermost realm of your unconscious is beyond the mind and your senses. That's the next level where you don't need the body. Okay, where you going, you ain't gonna need the body. So therefore, the astral plane, mental. Therefore, if life is lived in the realm of one's mind and senses alone, one is only, there you go, aware of that which is temporal and unreal. Meaning you're stuck on material world. You're stuck in hell. That's the concept, okay? But just like the waves at the surface of the ocean, they all, and you consider how life would be if you went to sleep and you fell into this dream, right? From which you could not wake up. That would be a what? If it's good, let's rock. But if it's a nightmare, if it's bad, what's the one thing you can do in your dream that you can't do when you woke if it get bad? Bail out. Okay, wake up. And once the soul have forgotten, what's this? Have forgotten about the waking state of consciousness. Now you would be tumbling what? From one experience to another only because you are ignorant as to who your true self is and who is peacefully resting your physical body at rest. In your mind, you having a rough time. You going through it, okay? And you're resting your body is resting peacefully in the bed. This is, you don't live in the mind. Why? Your mind dictate the body. The body got to go with it. When the body no longer exists, then the mind and the consciousness can have its own way. But when it's in the body, it gets its time to have its way. It's trying to take you through certain things. So this is now, if someone hurts you in your dream, okay, shot, okay, you will experience what is pain only through what? The real that you remain, if you're hurt in a dream, you experience it, it's pains. But though the real, but you remain unaffected. Why? Because the body is still asleep. It's all in your mind. Pay attention. And likewise, this is the funny part. If you won the lottery in your mind, you got millions of dollars. You want that dream to what? Continue on. You're gonna ride that out, right? So you would be extremely elated. Although for the real you that's still sleeping in bed, after the period of time of sleeping, and all of a sudden you're gonna wake up, and now you have wake up and has not gained thing. How that feel? We all been there, but to show you who run the body, the mind. If you ever had a wet dream, the mind is having sex. The physical body is long for the ride. Hell, it thinks it's having sex, so it ejaculates. Again, orgasm. That's what the mind does to the body. It's in true control. Just want to let you know. But now, you would be at the mercy of what only your mental illusions and the situations is presented. It presented alternating your experience of what? Pleasure and pain. There you go. Roller coaster. That's the ego's favorite thing. It's the serpent. That's why it's that, because it go up and down. Not because it's living. No, it goes up and down. All right. So with the painful experiences that's occurring, what? Physically more frequently and with the more intensity now, your only salvation for yourself would to be if someone were to what? Come along within your dream and remind you, yo, my man, don't worry about it. This is a dream, right? And it ain't real. Why you dreaming? So now you and that, what's this? You and that real, you is now comfortable sleeping. The real you is comfortable sleeping. But in your mind, you getting information that's going to help you deal with it in your bed. And all you need to do is to escape the pain and the suffering of your experiencing while you're in the dream. It's a what? Come on. Yeah. Wake up. That's why becoming conscious or knowing yourself is expressed in called waking up, like a dream. When you illusionary, when you're in your mind, everything's in your mind, wake up. Why? It ain't real. That's why. But the wise wake up early. I'm up every day before the sun. And their lasting gain while the fool is hard pressed. Why? 5 more minutes. Hit the snooze button. I don't even have a alarm clock. I don't wake up to alarm clock. wake up on my own. Okay, that's, again, discipline. Salvation is you freeing your soul from its bodily ignorant fetters that you cause. Once you stop doing that and you become a God, how? Through gaining self-knowledge and wisdom and controlling the forces of the cosmos instead of being a slave to them. By how? By subduing one's lower nature, aka your ego self, and through awakening to your higher self, which is Haru. And by doing this, you now ending this life cycle of what? Rebirth and dwelling with the natives who direct and control the Great Plains, aka you're going into forever immortality. You're going to hang out with those who came this way before you and passed. You're going to become one of them, but you will be conscious of who you are. What's the sense of being or going not knowing who you are? You had to come here to experience that, so that's the test. Coming here in the task for life for us all human beings, having our spiritual beings, having human experience is to experience ourselves here and to know ourselves to get back there. Wrapping it up. In the same way, here it is, right here. This I did this to get right here. I'm taking this the bread and meat and potatoes right here. In the same way, the dreams that you have when sleeping, as well as you're experiencing in the waking state, are all in what? In the same realm of the mind and the senses. The mind when you go to sleep, the senses when you woke. So therefore, all of it is still what? Illusionary. Like a reflection in your mirror, your mortal existence, the physical body, is all of your incarnations throughout time and space are in reality the experience of a dream from the point of view of your innermost self. The inner you, let you have your way. While your mind changes, your dream changes, you are born, you grow old, and if you don't wake up, you die. Only to what? Be reborn again. That's reincarnating. And again, just in a new family, new country, new body, etc. Okay. But these events are all in the same realm of what we call time and space. However, when you yourself discover your innermost self, reality for yourself, now you have discovered that which is timeless, changeless, immortal, and eternal. And who could that be? Your eternal witness, your higher self, your true self, God. So therefore, you yourself must you must draw close to that innermost essence within what you, for in order for you to discover your true identity, which is beyond the mind and the body, that next level. Now, just as if you were trying to escape, what's this? Physical life is you trying to escape terrible danger in your dream. And you done tried everything, you did everything, but the best solution would be for you to what? Yeah, let's go. Wake up. The only way out of this illusion of this physical world process based on your ignorance of yourself is for you to what? Get knowledge of yourself. Wake up from the ignorance and the triad and understand the seer, the seeing, the sight. Amen Ra Pata. Woke, conscious, unconscious, and the duat, the pet, the duat, and the casual. The waking, the sleep, dream states entirely. Those are all two things you know. But there's three states. These three states are part of what we call the relative realm of time and space. But the task is for you to transcend them all, be thrice great, and to reach and attain with the level, it's going to be atonement, reach the atonement with the level of the ever-present watcher, the witness behind all things, the real you, the real me, aka God, the witness of all true self. That's all of us, and your job as an individual is to get there for yourself. Hope you got the lesson. Hope you enjoyed it. Right thing is I got to go. But in closing, may you all live to be 100. Me, 100 miles a day. So I never am I right thinking. So now you know that life is but a dream, and when you get enlightened, you wake up and you know yourself. That's the name of the game. I'm out. I'll be back. You know how we do.